This is the adventure in Newcastle, part 1. And first we go to my favourite car park, which is Spiral Car Park. Spiral Car Park. Yes, one of my favourites. This car park is a spiral. How many car parks do you get at a spiral? Spiral Car Park. Oh, no more Kone series. Bye-bye Kone series. Got replaced like...
Oh, generic.
Oh, ground needs a key. Kone. Spiral Car Park. The car park that is a spiral. And now we're going to go to the secret floor. Doors close. Down. Basement floor. Secret. Secret floor. Oh, there's the 5 exit. Oh, staff only in the internet store. Oh yes, Kone. Dude.
Oh, is it just directly wired, like?
Yeah, shit. This camera has been protected by, anti-climb system. And this camera has not been protected. Shall we turn it around because it's not been protected? No, you can't turn it around. And now let's take a look around the shopping centre. Our favourite, Otis Mod Logic. So we love Otis Mod Logic. It's like the absolute Otis. Yeah. Beaky. Well, I haven't come all this way to see Otis Mod Logic. Main more is M rather than mezzanine. And let's take a look around the service areas. Again, there's too many cameras for the monitor. I say it, then suddenly security jumps out at us. And the eco discs in this service area have been set up to have dual voice in 2 different languages, and the languages are English and English, which doesn't make the slightest bit of sense.
If it's bashed in like this.
Nah, it's not to Westfield's level of bashed. It's got English and English, dual voice. English and English.
Yeah.
I don't think you can set it up English and English. It didn't work when we tried it. Yeah, English and English. That's your voice. Anything out here? So far security is not watching because the cameras aren't turning. When the cameras start turning as we walk past, then we know security's watching. Second floor. It's got dual voice as well. No pre-door. It's got dual voice English and English, which I just want to hear what it does on fire mode, English and English. No, that's not mezzanine. Bad eco-disc, bad.
I wonder if it's in the toilets.
Toilets.
Oh!
Screw you, eco-disc. We wanted some custom messages. And now we go along to the food shopping centre with some nice Otis 2000s. Any idea what that does?
No. Ah, it looks like the cinema levels.
Okay.
You have a stage one.
Doors opening. Second floor. Doors opening.
When did you get his key to work? Well, no, it doesn't do anything. Right.
Doors closing.
Oh, send a message.
Ground floor. Please select your floor.
Yay, best message.
And now go to a fishing club with a very weird JU mode.
It's got Stentigate. They can't put JU onto the Stentigate indicator.
Obstruction from the doors. Level 3. Lift under fireman's control.
What?
Overloaded. Please reduce the load. Lift out of service. Doors closing. Doors closing. Doors opening.
Okay, Stentigate, you're a bit dumb. Germany logic.
Doors closing. Remove obstruction from the doors. Level 3. Lift under fireman's control. Lift overloaded. Please reduce the load. Doors closing.
Stentigate, you're dumb.
Doors opening. Lift going down.
Is this how it put a car in this?
And now we go to a hotel, which has some glass eco discs.
It's a white variant.
Make it right.
Say a Jim Woodward style, because that is like, well, oh, we're getting on top of
We're
these.
not going to want this.
It's an eco disc. Capacity 1,000 kilograms. Oh, we're getting on top of this.
Definitely. Do you actually think we're not?
I'd be amazed if we're not. Well, it's got replaced with a generic governor with trip and reset. As eco disc governors were not that good, really, so that's.
It's got 9 pounds too.
Oh, it's then go up to 7.
Wait.
Beep, 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 boop. Secret!
It's secret plant room floor exploring time.
Christmas decorations.
Oh, that's creepy. Creepy as fuck.
Roof.
Roof. Oh, those glitter in the torchlight. It's a plant room floor. Oh, it's bigger as well, it goes up that way. Buttons. Roof, no. Camera! How did we get to the secret floor? So Tony didn't involve lift surfing. Oh, do you think security will be coming up? We were lost. How did we get up here? Plant room. Doors opening. Going down. Swimming pool level. Oh, how do we get to that plant room? We actually do not have that key, so how do we do it? It's definitely nobody was on top of the lift.
And in this hotel, there was a swimming pool, and the person at reception wasn't even noticing who was going in. I could have gone in this swimming pool, but I forgot my swimming shorts. It's actually harder to get into swimming pools in hotels in the UK. What a wasted opportunity. And now we go across this bridge.
So that lamppost would have been posh at one point. It's now, well, it's got a lot of pigeon poo on it. Newcastle bridges, Turney Bridge, the tall bridge at Ali Law climbed. Then there's the sort of swingy, sort of tilty bridge. Actually built a lamppost to follow the curve of the bridge. Why didn't they just put a light in the bridge? The lamppost perfectly follows the curve of the bridge.
And now we go to this weirdly posh hotel.
The bathroom lift.
Yeah, because it's got tiles on it.
They're not tiles, that's leather.
What is it? Hello? Housekeeping! Housekeeping!
It's still got a protective wrap on that. Behind the glass.
Does it?
It's behind the glass. Actually, look at the ceiling on that. Oh, that's weird.
some really posh white suits came out of an hotel room. Then we were just like us two going all over the corridor.
Oh, yes.
Would that be funny?
Yeah.
What do you think that'd be funny? You have pushed the alarm button. You are fixed, so you do not know what you have pushed. So I need to tell you what you have pushed.
And now we return to the Travelodge with my first ever second generation eco discs. This is one of the lifts that got me really interested in eco discs. Because back in 2004, I think it was, a second generation eco disc looked incredibly modern, and it was like, wow, these new lifts are epic. But first, before we go to that, we first go to the Pickerings. And since last time, this Pickerings has been modernised, actually modernised for a second time. So it already had a slight cone mod, but now it's got a full cone mod, but it's still hydraulic, so it's a bit of a weird lift.
Okay, you don't actually need a card. Before you did when it's Pickerings. Indicator does not work. Oh, still hydraulic. It's just new buttons and logic.
And now we go to the little tiny Pickerings that only goes between ground and lower ground. This makes no sense why I've got this weird little lift. It's odd that the main lift doesn't go to lower ground.
From 1990s, extremely cheap and very slow. It actually goes an extremely short distance between ground and lower ground. Tiniest tiny distances. The layout here is odd. The fact is you have to go in a side lift to get to this floor. DMG. This. Crap this. No, and the distance we were just there, so it's a very short distance. And then there's this bridge. And it still calls it the ground floor, even though we are definitely not on the ground floor.
And now we go to my first ever second generation eco disc. As this is an early second generation eco disc, it doesn't have the eco disc voice, but actually has the old Kone Otis Drusco voice.
This lift was really good. When I first went to this lift, I've never seen a lift this nice. That button's not bad, so okay, stuff
Doors closing. First floor. Doors opening.
And now we go to the service lift.
When they get to a low ground, which you can't get to low ground in this section. It's hydraulic or what? No, this one's actually an eco disc.
Sure, that's an alarm button.
Fourth floor. Going down.
No, that's hydraulic. That's not an eco disc. If you're in the wrong plaque, it should say Kone rather than eco disc.
Upper ground floor.
And now we go to our car park, and the top floor in this car park is locked, and the stairs up to the top floor have a big padlocked gate. What is on this secret top floor? We'll have to surf up there. The lift is an older lift that's been modernised with Kone LCE.
Warning! Security cameras are operating. Okay, that's old lift. Interesting mod. Have you ever seen a mod quite like this? It's long
Going
trip.
up.
It's all locked.
Doors
In a
closing.
priority service, overrides lock-ins.
Oh, there's 5 locks. There can't be that much up there.
Doors open.
That's so weird. Yeah, go on.
Well, that must have been.
Yes, yeah, so they line VF.
And up on the top floor is a solar panel farm. And as I don't think anyone can get up this far, they left the motor room unlocked. In the motor room, you've got old motor, new Kone LCE logic, and the VF drive is an Omron. Kone using Omron blind VF rather than their own VF drives, which is what Kone generally tend to do when they're modernising an old lift, because their VFs are very much dedicated to Kone Eco synchronous motors. So when they're modding an old AC motor, I often go for Omron. But Kone set up these blind VFs so much better, despite being blind. It runs really well when Kone set up. This shows that Leicester controls do not know how set up a blind VF very well, because less controls always sets these things up so painfully slow, but Kone proves that on-ones can be fairly okay when set up correctly.
Oh, it's got the old one. The one where you can actually reprogram it, so when you get 10,000 chips, you pull the chip out, edit the chip using a chip editor to change the value for 10,000 back down again, so it unlocks. That was Kone's original way of locking logic, was literally just on the chip which you can pull out, which stores all the values. Then after that they changed it to a more complicated locking, where you couldn't pull the chip out but you could still do it through serial, but they've changed it again to an even more complicated locking. That is a nice solar farm. And our lift is the only way out. There's no other way. We can't go down the stairs. There's a locked door.
And now we go along to the epic building of 1930s Otis's. This building was so epic. It looks really nice. And the 30s Otis gated lifts were absolutely epic. But there's been a while since I've been in Newcastle, and these lifts have now been horribly modernised. How could they ruin these epic lifts?
This wasn't like this last time. You could actually get to the lifts. They're all secured away now.
And now we go to this really old, dingy looking building. This building's so old looking and it looks completely abandoned. It looks so abandoned we were trying to get in it to explore it. But not all of it is abandoned. It's really weird.
It's not padlocked, so we need a rekey. Door opening. Look at that buffer. It's not actually at the very top if you look at the counter's position. Shaft lighting doesn't work.
Stops pressed.
Ooh, maybe it'll work now. I doubt it.
Some parts are abandoned, but another part of it is actually now a Premier Inn. This is so weird. How comes there's a Premier Inn here? You wouldn't even know it from outside. From the outside, it looks really, really dingy, like it's completely abandoned. And when we went into this Premier Inn, it has a Rona lift, and it actually smells like an abandoned building. So this is quite a rough, rundown Premier Inn.
Doors closing. The voice. Oh, it's very quiet.
That bit, it looks definitely abandoned. Did you see the state of it?
So this is alarmed again, doesn't it, camera? No, I don't think we're getting anywhere from this.
Did you hear it? It was...
Yeah, that bit's abandoned. There's no way that is not abandoned with a pigeon there. That was in use, the pigeon would not sit there.
And on the top floor we managed to find the service lift, which is broken and has not worked for a very long time. This lift was an old Otis lift. It was modernised by Otis Mod Logic. Let's open up the doors and take a look inside.
Oh dear, lift, you both run. You're a bit of a bad lift, aren't you? Otis Mod Logic buttons. Otis 2000 buttons, but like in the... That's very much a Mod Logic setup.
Smell of it.
It smells abandoned. This was an abandoned building at some point. That's the top floor. How weird.
And now we go to the fire exit. We were trying to see if we could get into the part of the building which is still abandoned. We went through the fire exit door, and this is when this gets quite shocking. This is a one-way fire exit door. You can go out this fire exit, but you can't go back in again. This fire exit door leads to a staircase that leads to the fire exit. We chose to prop this door open just in case we wanted to go back to the hotel. I'm so bloody glad we did decide to prop it open. The main fire exit door beyond the first fire exit door is chained shut. If we allow this door to shut behind us, we would be trapped. Premier Inn is breaking a law. This is a massive breach of fire regulations. This is shocking. Anyone that goes through this fire exit door would be trapped. Firstly, this is entrapment. Secondly, if there's a fire and people went through this fire exit door to escape the fire, and then to find the second fire exit door is chained shut, those people could be killed by the fire. This is absolutely shocking and disgusting. How can a Premier Inn operate like this? This is unbelievable, especially for a Premier Inn to be in this state with a fire exit chained shut. Oh.